Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Super one. Value three. Value three.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
Goff taking it right to the air. Ferguson there to bring it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On first down, it's Goff. On the move, headed right. Still going inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
76. Tell him. 76. Go to the
From the 24. He's on the move. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards. It makes it 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here we go, tonight. Hey, kill. What's that?
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Tight end in motion left. From the gun, Goff. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Horrible. Dula.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He brings it in. And what a play. He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Super one! Super one! Turbo!
They'll go for it. Goff. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Zach Bond with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning left is their running back. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Working quickly here. 2nd and 6 now. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15.
Let's go now.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and very long. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down, it's Penix. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and... We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Penix. Barkley's got it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing Penix. We've got a screen to the running back. Dukes out a one-stop. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Barkley is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Cut! What's that?
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Penix on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 72.
Slot man motioned over. Penix on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And again, it's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. And it's the Broncos, who have it 2nd and 9. And quick to the left, it's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
We go, Todd! Shell! That's it!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's it!
From the 36. He's got a man left. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
Shell! That's it!
action made to Smith-Njigba. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
11. 11. Turbo set.
Throwing again. It's gone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Cut.
From the gun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Super.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
We're good. We're good.
Tight end going in motion here. Goff now on 3rd down. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Five.
Now go for it, Goff. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Jukes one defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air with Penix. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Rolling left, buying some time. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And they send a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hold on. What? Maverick. Louis. What?
Shotgun snap here to go. Hits his running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Go.
They're set up at the 35 now.
What's that?
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Tonight.
Off play action. Goff. Buying some time right. He loses the football. And the Broncos corral it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, a run with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
From the shotgun, Penix. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Working quickly here. Third down, it's Penix. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running left, this is Barkley.
From the snap, that run started to the outside and just kept going and going. And eventually, Kate got all the way to the sideline without ever moving forward. Let's get some credit to that defense. That was fast flow, and they stayed in front of the play the whole time.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-line's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Third and long for him here. Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Super one! Super one!
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And have him gain up about a handful there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. Hey, 76. 76.
Running back sent in motion. From the 25 on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
We go, 76. 76.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
We go, tonight.
Duvernay in motion left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Orange.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
14. Whirling. Super.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
12. Is that?
Throwing is gone. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast. They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. I'll try again with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just a positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
What's that?
Gone. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
What's that?
From the 40 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. They go play action with Goff. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Throwing again, it's Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Obama, turbo.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Brought in by Ayuk. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. From the gun, Goff. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. The throw is caught. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He'll look to throw it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First and 10 now from the 30. They give to Barkley, left side. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. Waste of time. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Indy.